Hey yo, we're back, we're back. Another Robocop. I mean Robocop. Bogus City. You guys seem to enjoy it, so let's get into it. Oh yeah, that's right. We just fixed the power. Spike's Trail.
Oh, that's Detroit's shining beacon of hope.
Thanks for the help, Murphy. I'm ready for you, Robo.
Didn't we do this already?
I'm afraid not. Looks like OCP is really cutting
All
costs
right,
if they can.
let's see
God
what's
knows
cooking
what
under the
next.
hood.
Or who.
Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
B for bogus.
Hello, Robocop. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a
What?
hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you, that's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view it, I'm sure? Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see.
Nothing.
Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to...
Just a side note. You should probably not tell a robot to remember.
to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my
She said
family.
rectify.
I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
Yeah.
I cannot explain, but OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly
She
has
wants a
been noted.
rebar.
I've got plenty to think about for now.
I'm sure you do. With your metal hand.
What's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge.
What? I already did the fuse thing. What do you mean? Yeah, you're on your own this time.
Where was the meeting point supposed to be?
Yeah, just keep following the road. Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
OCP is never to be trusted.
That's what I'm saying.
You know that he runs tobacco with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
Sorry, rookie. You know how it goes.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send Robocop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot.
Not pickles
Murphy,
again.
once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough! Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Robocop! Over here!
No,
You wouldn't
let's-
want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume. The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor. I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, Robocop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
He actually seems reliable.
Robocop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
No,
Oh,
you
really?
wouldn't. You wouldn't say a word if you actually met him.
Why? Did you meet him?
Last year's Thanksgiving parade.
Hey,
I was
Shiny.
part of a column
Got a
dedicated
job
to
for you.
protecting his dog.
What?
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so
Dude's
expect a
definitely a
warm
dirty
welcome.
cop.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Yeah, it's definitely a setup. Speed bump. I think we finally get this. And let's get that. Dash my help.
Hey, you. The old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
What do you mean it's off limits? Need some chapstick.
Do you think it's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up.
There's only like 20
I'm
copies.
in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit.
Detroit's finest.
Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
Yep.
Are you asking a machine about dreams?
You're selling yourself short, son. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The only burden it causes is to criminal scum.
I admire your confidence. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
It helps me with perspective, but it also brings out things buried.
That's part of the recovery process. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them. Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Holy shit! What was that?
Robocop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
I just throw this car?
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers of glass and steel? Go ahead. Just not where we live.
Freaking hippie. I don't know. Let's do some exploring. Isn't there another mission? Hey, it's where that kid was playing with a gun. And it's all open now. What a surprise.
You're late.
Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
What do you mean, $1? It's $23.50.
That's how it be. Yeah, I know this is $10, but would you take $1? How about a quarter?
We should vote Kuzak. The Mills guy's just another suit. He knows nothing about ordinary people.
Yeah. I don't know about that, Mr. Big Nose. Interesting. Thought there was gonna be cat food there.
Daddy, what was that?
Go back to your room, sweetheart. It's just someone on the staircase.
Birds left. Yeah, I don't know about that. Seems like a trap. Definitely a trap. Storage bill, pick up cat food. Take the fishmonger's statement. Well, this fan's not doing anything. That one might. Answer the phone, it's your mom.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
You metal-headed fuck! First you botched my investigation at the bank, and now that I dug up the data from another source, you show up again? Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Your evidence is invalid if you obtained it illegally.
I don't collect it for the court. I won't win against OCP there. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. Especially after what you did at the bank. You showed that you were just OCP's tool.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I need to just spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box. Otherwise, burn in hell, OCP minion.
Do we help her or not? Is this how she's living? No wonder why she's crazy. Look at all these fumes. Yeah, probably should shut the door, but you know, kind of kicked it in. Back to the streets. I don't know who to trust. Like I should not trust the reporter. But then again, probably shouldn't trust the sheriff either. The captain.
I hate the day shift.
So you look good until you talked. Never mind. So this is why it was locked.
Man, it's Robocop.
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment. Nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens that we are.
More points.
Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
We've all seen your exit.
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but,
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
Yep.
If you do not come quietly, I will not need any.
Knocking at the wrong address!
Double tap. Now that we got the place to ourselves, let's take a look. Hey look, it's all the cat food.
Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
Yeah, what now?
So I'm guessing you have my stuff. Did OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
No. The sound of your voice does not indicate that you are lying.
Just don't depend on your lie detector when you talk to politicians. In the box are my personal belongings. Letters, memorabilia, things that actually
That's all me
matter.
anyways.
When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue and help the people of Old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
She said Ronnie's gas station. Okay. Ronnie's car.
Give me my money, you damn machine! Hey, this ATM won't give me my money. Can you do something about it?
Apparently not.
I want to drive a 6000 SUX.
I'd buy that for $1.
For $1. Do I get to move it? No.
Can I toss a coin into the fountain?
Waste of money, honey. Someone will steal it before you make a wish.
Yeah, that's probably true.
If Mills wins, we'll all be homeless.
Can agree with that. Alright, let's get on with the mission.
I have Samantha's belongings.
Yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl, OCP would put us all on the street. Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. Samantha's mother took it worst. But that's not a story for me to tell. Anyway, leave the box in the back, next to the cat food. She's supposed to pick up everything tomorrow.
Alright, where's Pickles at? Pickles. You guys are still staring at that.
Is that true? Mary has to close a restaurant?
2 words. Delta City.
Whoa. Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
The longer you stick to a path, the harder it gets to abandon it.
Amen to that. Now, tell me, what's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gale. And I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged motorcycle?
Not so much on it as with it. From what I gathered, the bike suffered more than just a dent. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to some nearby mechanic to get it back in shape. I think Ben's shop is the closest.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
You're called Die Hard.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos. Let's start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He thinks that Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the Best Picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we? I'm not so sure about that.
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
But I mean, you really deserved it. Which is something I couldn't say about a lot of people. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the mood, but that's not the tape we're looking for.
That's all you had to say.
Garden of Earthly Delights?
Oh man, great movie. Very elegant. Panned by the critics, though. But the director is a badass. He personally showed up to one of those ceremonies to accept the award for the worst movie of the year.
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Easier said than done, my man.
It takes courage to not give in to the pressure.
Oh yeah, it does. But hey, if that director can resist it, then why the hell can't I, right? But let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Do you think violence can be beautiful?
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to. Maybe because the guy's European. You know how they are. It's different. It's cool, is all I'm saying.
Camera angles are terrible.
Beauty in something ugly is a unique feature.
Doesn't pay the bills, though. Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
Tax avoidance is a serious crime.
That it is. But we're still missing our tape.
It's the same one.
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel. But the guy who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
You cannot reopen a closed book.
So when you're done, you're done? That's rough. Probably true. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record, that's not the tape we're looking for. Hey, I think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire. But Here it is. Isn't that the tape we're looking for? Tape? What? What tape? You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie? I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS. Lights, camera, action! Crap! Crap! I need a hand over here!
Do you need assistance?
It's that metal brake! Kill that brake!
Oh, look what you did.
First, I hear a bunch of movie puns, and then everyone starts shooting. It all happens so fast.
Where is Pickles?
He ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there.
Can I go through here?
Who's gonna pay for all this?
That's on you. Is there really gonna be any pickles? So what does that say? Jade Streets 3C.
I don't care if OCP lost some money for once.
You're all right.
Talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. I misheard the title, so I needed help.
You need much more help than that.
We all got problems. I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, it takes courage. Sorry to disappoint you, Dad. But I'm lacking in that department. There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix. So, let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
I am not doing this as a police officer. I am doing it as a friend. Hand over the case.
You can't do this to me, man.
I just did.
Fuck you, Tin Man. I earned that money fair and square.
No, you needed my help. Shouldn't have involved me.
Greetings, citizen.
Robocop, good to see you. All my books are up to date. You are welcome to conduct the audit.
I am here in regards to a fugitive.
Oh, damn. What is wrong with this thing? I need to get that car down, or God knows what might happen. Can you help me out with this? It's new and I don't know where I put the manual.
Stand back.
Go on then. Let's see how it's done. I thought you knew how to bring that car down. Can't be that hard. It doesn't start. Pop the hood. So, do you know what the problem is?
The coil has been disconnected.
That would explain the car not starting.
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power. Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
That's one thing checked off then.
Come on, one more clue. What do I need?
I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the problem, but I am sure...
I'm guessing it's an easy fix. It started. We're on the money. Well done, Robocop. You are one serious Swiss Army man.
I am best at catching criminals. I should get back to it.
You said earlier you were looking for someone.
A biker. Have you repaired any motorcycles recently?
As a matter of fact, I did. This big, chunky guy showed up. Bald head, big ears, and spiky beard. Wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance. So why would I refuse?
Do you know the whereabouts of this individual?
I don't, but he asked me if I do paint jobs too. Then showed me a ripped-out page that had a tattoo design on it. He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
Why do you think the design was intended for a tattoo?
The page he handed me had other graphics, which were clearly tattoo designs. And, as far as I remember, it had the address of a tattoo parlor that's close by printed on the bottom of the page.
What was the design you sprayed onto his motorcycle?
It was some sort of bird, but I don't know what it's called. I'm not a botanist. But it had a bald head.
Thank you for the information. Proceeding to the tattoo parlor.
Full metal armor and you still want piercings. Hey, respect.
I am not here for that.
A tattoo, then. It'll really bring out that jawline.
How about I bring out your jawline?
Hey, man, no pressure. I was just trying to be helpful. Anyway, if you're not here for inking, what do you want?
A biker called Spike. I heard he was your customer.
I don't serve no bikers. Don't know who told you that, but it's a load of bull.
Are you denying making tattoos for the street vultures?
You've got no proof, cop. Now stay off my case. I need to get back to my work. What next? You gonna try to tell me that I'm smuggling nuke in a red inker?
Do you?
You still here? I don't want my customers to confuse my...
I found evidence of your connections to the biker gang.
I'm not telling you nothing, cop.
Spike and what is left of the street vultures are going down. It is your choice if you want to join them.
Ah, fuck. I told him not to come in here when he was so hot. He brought this on himself.
Where is he?
He's got a place nearby somewhere, but I don't know where exactly.
I am afraid this information is too vague.
His motorcycle must be parked outside. It's some sort of chopper. I don't know. You can check the plate number on that photo.
Wise choice for a scum artist.
Oh, I can't concentrate with all those reflections bouncing off your armor.
Hey, Robocop. Mr. Mills would like to have a word. He's waiting in the car.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm telling you, she was looking straight at me, like I was the only man on the planet. I know. She's the reason I moved my
Murphy, could you give us a hand? It's gotten real ugly in there.
Finish this and then I'll get to that.
sure I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over and out.
Right. So much for my field training.
Still no joy with the broadcast! Fucking OCP's good-for-nothing piece of shit.
Be quiet, you moron! Yes, we'll get it working in no time, Mr. Wendell. Sir. Yes, we won't screw it up.
He's using you, just like he used us. He hired us, but he failed to deliver. That's why we went to get what we were owed. Ah! Oh!
Talk about a sore loser. You had your chance and you blew it. Now it's the toy chance turn. Deal with it, biker bitch.
I wanted to say don't be stupid, but who would I be kidding?
Oh shit, we've got company!
Mind if I join the party, creeps?
You weren't invited. Let's crush this tin can! What?
What did Wendell make you do?
You saw it yourself. He needed us to extract brains from corpses. Most of my men didn't have the stomach for it.
Why brains?
He would never say. Wendell keeps his cards close to his chest.
Where is he?
When? Now? I bet it'd be in front of a screen, wherever that fucking signal is supposed to reach. 'Cause he's always watching.
Operator, requesting an ambulance. One unconscious fugitive suffering heavy blood loss. Operator, Wendell's trail leads to the outskirts west of town. Continuing pursuit.
Alright. Well, I think we're gonna pick up everything from tomorrow. Appreciate everyone for watching. I'm your host, Winston. See you next time.